What is up, everybody? Kamal here. Welcome to another Path of Exile PlayStation 4 video. So, we had some very delightfully intriguing things happen tonight, and I wanted to talk about them. So, still playing solo self-found, still playing Metamorph. You're going to be watching me. I'm live playing, recording all at the same time tonight. Arc Saboteur and saboteur, and I have ascended. I ascended, and I got Born in the Shadows first, Pyromaniac second. This is the skill tree. Yeah, but that's not what we're making this video about. So the video is about the fact that we have not dynamic. Yeah, never mind. It is dynamic. Dynamic resolution. Now, this is something that I've been asking for a really, really long time. Not necessarily dynamic resolution specifically, just the ability to make the game look shittier and run better. Now, it's a little bit iffy where it's at right now. It is the first iteration that I've seen them do in the console version. I don't know. I'm pretty sure they have dynamic resolution or whatever, target frame rates or something along those lines on the PC client. I just haven't looked in a while. But I've noticed that when things start getting super shitty and crazy, that I look like I'm playing on a PS2. Now, I first noticed this when I was streaming, and it was a pretty funny reaction, if I do say so myself. But I'm not going to pull that up because that's a lot of work I don't feel like doing right now. But yeah, so we have dynamic resolution. If things start to get a little bit too heavy, start to get too crazy, too much shit's going on, the game will freeze up for half a second, and then the graphics will plummet down to an incredibly low level, and then the game will play. So it'll play and still function even when there's all the crazy shit going on, like Legion encounters, Blight encounters, things like that. So that's really, really awesome. I was considering making a whole video about that, but I thought it would be kind of pointless to make a whole video where I just talk about how cool it is that we finally have the ability to, you know, not have the game run like complete garbage at all times. So yeah, this is pretty cool. I'm pretty excited about this. The other thing, and we just received this tonight actually, a few hours ago, was no longer do you have to physically go over and click on any of the Blight, or not Blight, the Metamorph items, Metamorph pieces, the body parts. Now they just get picked up, which is super cool. You don't even have to walk over to the body part, so if you're running on a long range build like, you know, Arc, you can clear rooms in advance and you'll automatically pick up the stuff. Like, let's see, there's guys over there. See if I can get them to die without getting close enough. And you'll see it's just showing that it's been picked up. So that's super, super awesome. I'm really, really excited about that. That honestly is one of the biggest changes that this league needed from the start, especially on console. In my opinion, this is something that should have been on console from the jump. But you know, I'm not the kind of person that's gonna get mad at somebody for doing what I asked, even though it took them, you know, way longer than it should have. They got the job done, and it's going pretty well. What the fuck was that big explosion of sorts, if you will? Regardless, ignore that, forget that. This is super awesome. I'm really excited about this. No longer like I said, do we have to physically pick up the items. Now, you'll notice on this character, I'm not running anything super crazy or deep. Nothing too deep yet. And that's just, well, solo self-found's harder than I was originally thinking. I was like, oh, I'll just go in there and I'll just start clearing shit out. No problems. No problems. No, it takes a little bit of it takes a little bit of farming to get the gear to be able to do this. Currency, incursion armor. I don't really need incursion armor. I could use some currency though. Let's see if I can kill this boss. Don't laugh at me if I die. Kill him. Hey! Hey, got him. Got him. Got him. Anyways, so yeah, super awesome. Sorry, I had to ghost you there for a second. Jeez, I almost got one shot by a rando mob. What the fuck? You guys saw that? I almost got killed by just some random ass fucking mob that showed up. That was crazy. Toss out the mines, my guy. What are you doing? There we go. All right. Now that I'm done with the map, I can focus. I can focus. Now that I'm done with the map, and I've said mostly everything that I wanted to say. So I am having a lot of fun with this, with the Arc Saboteur. I figured that I would. Arc is extremely strong. It's extremely fun. I'm still trying to get the gear that I need to be able to push with. Wow. Not bad at all. What's that do? I'm still trying to get the stuff that I need to be able to push higher content with my Frostblades. I haven't given up on Frostblades yet, so don't you be going around telling people that I've given up on Frostblades, because that's not true. I'm still gonna be running it. I've got to get some better gear for it. It's a melee build. You know, melee builds extremely gear dependent, much more than spellcaster builds, because you have to be standing there in the shit meleeing. You have to have a good weapon. You have to have good armor. It's really difficult to try to carry yourself with a melee tune in solo self-found. Now, if I wasn't in solo self-found, obviously I could just hit the trade market, buy the shit that I needed, and be running, you know, tier 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 15, 16s, whatever. But it's a lot more of a challenge in solo self-found. And I've contemplated over the last couple days, yes I have, begrudgingly, I've contemplated migrating, but I still haven't yet. I still don't want to. I would still like to try to push this character, or not this character, but the Frostblades one, as well as this one. I'm having a lot of fun with this one, so this one will probably be a part of it as well. But I'm really wanting to push these characters as far as I can, just so, you know, I can say that I've done it. You know, I can say that I took a character in solo self-found, you know, to however far I take the characters. Wow, this side's empty. I need to put some shit over here. But, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, and update to the whole streaming thing. So, oh my god, we all got sick last week, right? So we all got sick. My son got sick first, and then my wife got sick, and then I got sick. And so we were all healthy and good again by Friday, for the most part. And Thursday night, as I'm waiting for my son to get off school, I'm talking to some of the other parents outside of his school, and there were like 40 kids that had called out at his school because they'd all come down with the flu. And I was like, well, fuck, dude, I don't know if I really want to send James on Friday. But then I thought to myself, well, he's missed a lot of school. Friday's his, you know, Christmas party. He's in first grade. It's his first time, you know, being in school and doing all this stuff. So I want him to experience, you know, all the hapa, you know, that goes on with all the different school parties and activities and things like that. So we sent him anyways. Yeah, he's got the flu. So luckily it's been the weekend. It's his winter break. So even though he's still sick right now, Even though tomorrow's Monday, it's not that big of a deal. He would be staying home with me anyways. And it's also funny because this is going to be kind of a little random off-topic tangent, but like maybe a month ago I was talking to my wife. I was like, well, you know, the whole streaming and YouTubing thing, like it's fun and it's cool and it's whatever, but I really don't feel like it's really going where I would eventually like it to. And yeah, that's my fault that it's not. I'm not trying to place the blame on anyone but myself. I don't make enough content and enough compelling content to really succeed like a lot of other people do. That's fine. You know, I'm a victim of my own design, so it is what it is. But I was talking to my wife and I was like, man, you know, I really think that maybe I should try to go out and get a job, and that, you know, bringing some extra money, that'd be a good thing. And she was like, yeah, that'd be great, but you would have to get a job that fits the schedule that I need you to work, because I can't quit my job. And I'm like, okay, well, that's not a big deal. I could get a part-time job. And then I thought to myself, oh, wait. For 2.5, 3 months during the summer, James isn't in school. For 2 weeks at a time in the winter, James isn't in school. And I can't think of a single job that I can start at, and in 6 months' time, like if I start today, we'll say, what is that, 6 months, about May, June, so by that time I would need 2 or 3 months off. Wouldn't work out. So I decided not. I decided, you know what, maybe I don't need a job that much. Maybe I don't need one. I'm the only one that drives. My wife doesn't drive, so I drive her to work, drive James to school, and then I come back and do this stuff, and then I go and pick them up, and then at night, you know, I do my recording and things of that nature, and then, you know, I tend to do this when she's putting James to bed, and then, you know, go to bed, wake up, do the same thing the next day, over and over, until the end of time. But no, I just thought it was kind of funny that we were talking about me potentially getting a job so that we could bring in more money and, you know, have some more nice things. And then I realized, oh wait, I actually can't. So yeah, that was off-topic tangent. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun, this league. I would have to say that this is probably one of the best leagues, by far the best league on PS4. But out of the leagues that I've played in, I'm not gonna lie, I don't really remember very many of the first few leagues I played in. I remember when hideouts were first introduced, that was really cool. I remember when the Scion was first introduced, that was like, oh my god, I remember on lunch, that's for a different time. But I remember all that stuff, and it was pretty good. There's been a lot of really enjoyable leagues and expansions, but I think this one, the 3.9, has got to be probably, or it should be, at least for me, probably the most memorable one. They finally got things to where it seems like I've been playing on standard as well, so I can see how the higher end, harder, more full, I guess, more the content with more mass. Like it's not just that it's higher end content, but there's more things going on in it, so it has the potential to cause a lot more graphical hindrance. I've been doing that, and I mean, I've ran blighted maps. I've done numerous Legion fights, like the Legion encounters, and I'm not getting the blue screens anymore that I was seeing the first day or two, and they weren't too heavy. I know that there's been other people that have been experiencing a little bit of issues with this, but this is by far the smoothest release that I've seen them do on console. That's pretty good. The main rollout, the initial rollout of the game wasn't too terrible, but I think this server, not the server, but this league has been the most solid rollout, the most things working as intended from the start, at least on console. Like, of course, there's going to be issues. There's going to be people that are going to see issues, always. But it seems like in this league, this is the first time where it's the exception, not the rule. Like, it's known in the community. Anybody that's been in this community or that is a part of this community knows that we understand that this game is broken to shit on console. That's the reason that none of us play on hardcore. That, and we're all basic bitches. You know. No, it would be silly to play on hardcore. There'd be no point to it. You know, it would be, you die sometimes for the silliest of reasons. The rubber banding is, it's bad. But all in all, this league itself has been pretty solid. I'm actually pretty surprised. You know, I thought it's been almost a week since it's been out on PS4. I think. When did it come out? The 16th? And that was what, Monday? So yeah, tomorrow. By the time you guys are seeing this video, it's been out for a week. And I mean, it's solid. It's really solid. I haven't seen a blue screen in days. Yesterday. I have been having an issue where I have to start Path of Exile twice every single time, no matter what now. I turn on the game and it'll go to Grinding Gear Games, and like, you know, where it shows the 3 different clutches, and they've changed the intro because it's not just the same color, or not clutches but gears. They're different colors now. It's like gold, silver, bronze, and I'm pretty sure that before they were all just like stone. But when that happens, it goes completely black, and it'll stay like that until I close Path of Exile and open it back up, and then the game tends to run completely fine. But every single time I start up Path of Exile, at least in the past 3 days, I have to start the game, wait till it bricks, close the game down, and then restart it, and then I have no issues whatsoever. So that's kind of annoying, but I mean, I would 100% every single time, I would rather have to turn on the game, let it start, close the game down, start it back up, and have it run fine, than blue screen in the middle of a map, or blue screen in the middle of Labyrinth, or, you know, anything like that. Blue screening in the middle of content is one of the worst things. Like, let's say you're trying to push, your character's not really that capable yet, and you're trying to see how far you can push. You've got this boss down to like 5% of his health, and it's the last portal you have. And you know, dude, you got 100% health, you're going, you know that this is your fight. You got this fight this time, it's easy. Blue screen. You guys may have noticed that there's been times where I've taken like 2-month-long breaks from this game, even though it's only been out for about 3 months. No, it's been longer now. Like, what is it, 4 or 5 months now? But I'll take breaks 2 weeks, month and a half at a time. It's generally when something like that happens. When something like there's this huge drastic thing, or like last league I got stuck at level 89 for like 2 weeks. Because every time I would get I would get to like 90% of 89, and then I would rubber band into a pack of mobs, and I would be dead instantly. And I just was like, you know what? Alright, fair enough. I guess I'm fucking done. I guess I'm playing WoW again. And I always come back. I always will. You know. It's an addiction. It's it is what it is. Crackheads, yeah, they put down the crack pipe, but only for a little bit of time. You know, they always come back. Anyways, I've been rambling for about 10 minutes longer than I initially planned on. So yeah, if you guys like this video, please consider liking, sharing, subscribing, comment. Let me know how the league's going for you. Let me know if you're having the same kind of good luck with the servers that I am. Hopefully you guys are. Hopefully this is something that, you know, people are seeing a much better server reliability than they were previously. That's always going to be a big hang-up, especially in loot-based games. Nothing feels worse than feeling like what you worked for has been washed away. That was, you guys may have remember a video that I put out at the beginning of Blight, where Venom Gyre was so broken that it was like I would play through and I would get an entire level of experience, the game would shut down, and then all of that experience was lost. I think it took me probably about 5 days, to get through the chapters because I kept losing my progress. I would lose hours of progress at a time, and it was a known issue with Venom Gyre, and I haven't seen anything like this or anything like that this league, and that's a huge thing. One of the quickest ways to just force people essentially force to stop playing your game is providing them a broken product and not seeming like it's going to be worked on, or not seeming like it's being worked on. You know, we don't have a lot of communication from GGG on the console side. You know, PC is constantly getting correspondence, and we don't really get that on console, unfortunately. Hopefully, that's something that we can change in time. You know, there's some console creators that are trying to get a name made for themselves. You know, me and Bullshifter, primarily. I'm sure that there's more out there. If there's more, I don't know them. But feel free, if you've made it this far in my video and you're a Path of Exile content creator on either YouTube or Twitch, just link your shit in the comment. Come join our Discord, talk to people. I don't care. I'm not... Everybody in my community knows that unless you're a fucking idiot, I don't really care. Like, if you... There was somebody that I had to fucking put in their place recently. Apparently, cargo pants are racist now, or something of that nature. I don't know. Some stupid shit. PewDiePie's a Nazi, and cargo pants are skinheads. I don't know. I was just like, alright, bro, well, you can fuck right off, because we ain't got time for that shit around here. Okay? But, yeah, I mean, link your shit. We got people's. Put out some videos, put out some content. If you guys are making videos, join the Discord, make your own. Fuck it. We need more PoE console creators. We need to build the community around the console. Around consoles, because we need to show them that we're worth their time. We're worth the investment. And I think that with how much we're dwarfed by the PC community, it's gonna take a bit, but I think we can do it. So yeah, guys, thanks for your time. It's now, that's 5 minutes added on to the initial 10 minutes more than I wanted to do. 25-minute video, fuck it, who cares, whatever. Like, share, comment, sub, give me money if you want to. All the links are down below, and I will see y'all in the next video. I'm out!